Alright, continuing from the last drone flight, I think this one's going to be better. I'm going to give you a tour of the front half of our property up by the road. Here you can see we've got neighbors here. This is our road. Even though it's a dead-end road, it's nice and quiet. We don't get a lot of traffic. There are some neighbors up here. And there's the single wide that we lived in for probably about 14 months. I think we stayed in there during the build process while we built the road and the home, obviously out and back. By the way, I'm using a new editing program, so I'm going to show you some new features in here where I can zoom in, which I'll show you that orange algae pond during this flight. We can get a little closer look at it, and then we'll see why it's got algae on it. It's primarily because it's in direct sunlight. So I'm just picking up some more elevation here. That single wide is on its way out soon. The new owner of it's going to be having it removed. So this is basically the corner of our property, or real close to it. The driveway basically follows one of the boundaries of our property, and that was by design. Two reasons. One is it was the highest ground, so we needed the minimal amount of dirt work. Secondly, I wanted it to follow a border, so I didn't run it right through the center of our property. So it worked out well. Alright, so if you can follow that road up here in your right hand corner, that field there is basically one of our corners, and it runs due east and west. Take a look at this. There's the orange algae pond right there, and you could see that it's in direct sunlight for pretty much all day. So that part's not going to change, so I'm going to do the steps that I mentioned here, and I'll put them on the video, you know, planting the cattails and maybe putting in a little treatment. So the property is not an exact square, so this block of woods right here that you're looking at between the two fields, we own roughly half of that. It's a bizarre property shape, but it's actually a pretty good shape. Works out well for us. And that's where the waterfall is, down in that ravine, right in the center of them woods. And the field to the left there, that's our bean field. This is a look from the opposite side of the property. Let's swing it around here and get a closer look. Alright, so that's the soybean field there, and you could see the lake back there where the house is. And here's one of my food plots. I'm just playing with this zooming in, but you could see it's surrounded on three sides by woods, got a nice big watering hole, and I've actually planted some tree rows there on the top side where you see the little dots. And here's a view, beautiful view of the countryside now. A lot of these big blocks are Shawnee National Forest, but then there's a lot of private interspersed in between. There you get a look at our driveway there. That's our property line, basically the tree line. So we're just inside of the property line with the driveway. There's another one of my plots there that's deep in the woods. This woods up by the front is just super, super thick. It's excellent cover for deer, very good bedding. Alright, so I'm going to just put on a little music here, let you enjoy the aerial view, and maybe I'll come back on the end, maybe I won't, we'll see.